to Lowdown and welcome to another edition of Fan Talk. I'm delighted to be joined by my bro, man, Rohan de Roses. Thank you for joining
Yeah,
me, man.
people. You're right.
It's good to have you on, brother.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me, man. When I got the message, I was like, definitely something I'd like to do. So I thought, like, thank you for the shout out, and I'd definitely be interested.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. You know your stuff, man. Like you've competed in the ring before yourself, and you've got a great eye for the game. So it's good to have you on. Let's talk
Thank
about
you.
tonight's action, man. We saw Josh Taylor defending his IBF mandatory belt against Appinan Khongsong from Thailand. It
Yeah.
was over quickly, only lasted about a round. Question: did you know anything about Khongsong going in, and what did you think going in the fight? What was your thoughts on it?
I literally knew nothing about him, so I thought, oh, let me go on BoxRec, have a little look at his record. Then when I went on to BoxRec, I still couldn't even like see anyone that he's fought, so I wasn't really expecting too much.
Mm.
But then I was a bit like, I was a good body shot to be fair in the fight, but then I ended up being like a little bit disappointed. I thought but it was a mandatory, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Today. So as a mandatory, you just got to go in there and beat who's put in front of you, really. But when I was watching the Khongsong guy on the pads before, I was thinking, oh, he looks okay, but Josh Taylor's a different level, isn't he, to most of these other people at like welterweight?
Yeah, different class, man. We saw it at the end of the first round. If I'm Josh Taylor, though, I'm going to be slightly disappointed because been out the ring for a year.
Yeah,
You know, you're fighting against a mandatory. You're hoping to get an undisputed title fight next. What
yeah.
sort of preparation is that? Only having a round in? Do you think it will affect him going into that fight against Ramirez?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I literally feel like that's done him nothing. Obviously, he's had a camp, and I think that was his first camp with Davison as well, was it?
It was, yeah.
And he hasn't obviously had the fight since the Regis Prograis fight. So I think it was probably good to get that camp in with Davis. Sorry, with what's his name? Both Ben Davis. Sorry,
Yeah.
and come out of that fight unscathed. And now, obviously, if he can get into that next fight, he's looking for that Ramirez unification fight. I've heard now. So if he can then go into that next one, he's unscathed. I guess he's picked up a lot of experience in those last few fights he's had anyway. If you look at, he's only had 16 fights, and in those 16 fights, he's ended up fighting probably like he's had the Postal fight. He also fought Prograis last as well, and I think the guy he fought
Baranchik.
Baranchek as well. Yeah,
Baranchik, yeah,
him
yeah,
as well. So he's had a lot of tough fights in those first 16. So to probably
yeah.
have one night off isn't bad, to be fair.
Very true.
One easy night to
Yeah.
work with, like finally, especially after lockdown and all the COVID and everything. He's probably just happy to get back in there, to be honest.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Well said, man.
Yeah.
Where do you have Josh Taylor now in terms on the world level? Do you have him? Is he cracking your pound for pound list at the moment? Is he there or
Um,
almost there?
he's got to be really, yeah. I'd say
Hmm.
so. He's up there. I don't know. I'd have to probably like sit down and have a look at a proper list. Is he top 10? I don't know. What would you think to be in top 10?
Yeah, he probably cracks my lower half of the top 10. I'm sure.
Yeah,
Maybe around that for sure. He's probably
yeah,
around that now, I'd say.
yeah. I'd say so. Like the people that he's beaten, he's had some tough fights. He seems to just keep going, getting better and better and better. And I think he's only going to keep improving. He'll probably end up even maybe going up weight in the future as
Yeah.
well. So yeah, I think he'll probably in the future he's going to be even pushing further up that list. But I wouldn't like to say he's definitely in my top 10. I probably want to have a look at the list before,
Have a look first before you commit to that. Yeah,
especially yeah, exactly.
definitely. All right. Well, last question before you go, man. We've
Yep,
got the Charlos on this evening. It's going to be probably about 3, 4 in the morning. I'm
yep.
looking forward to that double header. What's your thoughts on the Charlo brothers in general? Are you a fan of them?
Yeah, I do like him. Like I follow him obviously on the socials and stuff. I've always been watching them as they've been coming through. I feel like they're ready now for some like solid tests. And because obviously they've been shouting out, calling out loads of people, but I don't know if they've had like proper solid tests where they've been. Obviously, I think one of them fought Harrison, didn't he?
Yeah.
And
The
lost
Jamal,
against
yeah.
Harrison. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
one of them fought Harrison, and yeah, I think they're ready now for some like proper serious tests, and hopefully tonight one of them. Well, which one's fighting tonight? Sorry,
Both of them fighting tonight, yeah. Both of them will
both of them are
be,
fighting tonight.
yeah,
Yeah, so
double
hopefully
header
tonight
tonight.
that they ended up getting like a good test tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Well, listen, man, I won't take up too much of your time, bro. I appreciate you jumping on. And hopefully, I mean, I'm going to be doing some more of these.
Yeah.
We've got Dylan White and Povetkin coming up. We've got
Oh,
Usyk
wicked.
Chisora at the end of next month. So if you're free, then feel free to jump on, man. It'd be great to have you back.
Yeah, man. You know where I am. Just give me a shout, and I'll always jump on when you're ready.
Will do. Well, thank you, bro.
All
Take
right,
care,
then.
man.
Thank you, bro. Nice one. Take care, man. See you soon. Bye bye.
In a bit.